29th, 2015. Undead from Cleveland, you're listening to Video Game News Radio with your host, Kevin Baird.
Brian Baird.
Don Anderson.
And Larry Mack.
Okay, so we got the full crew here again this week. Brian was absent last week because he wanted to play Fallout 4.
Yeah, pretty much.
And,
I hadn't slept.
Yeah, I didn't get some sleep because, sleep's important when you get up at 3 in the morning to go to work.
Yeah.
I guess. We've got Danzig getting louder in my ear.
Yeah.
He's got his new album, Skeletons, out. He's got like no shirt on with skeleton makeup on his face. It's really bad. It doesn't look good at all. I don't understand that guy.
Well, you don't have to. That's the best.
Who buys his albums? I did, but that's because I got a radio thing.
I was going to say, I always buy his albums because I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he have the skeleton album?
The Misfits.
Yeah, pretty much,
Here, it looks like this.
I'm not going to look.
That's, for those people with video, that's Glenn Danzig, and who knows, some girl that's not in the band, but helps him look more masculine than just being there with skeleton makeup on
Tomb Raider.
as a 50-year-old. You had to look at my little picture in the bottom.
Yeah, I don't see a little picture out of
Well,
my
I don't know. I'm not going to try and deal with it. I was showing you album covers the whole thing.
Fuck your album covers. What do you think of that?
And then you were like, oh yeah. And now all of a sudden you can't see me. So you were just playing off that you could see me, but you really couldn't.
I actually didn't say I could see you once.
I see. You're saying, fuck it. Forget it. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to argue.
Like, fuck that guy.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy.
Okay. Top 20 titles of the week.
God damn it, the Red Wings lost.
Drinking game. Is it the Stanley Cup yet?
No, Jesus Christ, dude. It's fucking still kind of warm out. It hasn't even got cold yet.
I thought last season hadn't ended yet because it seems like hockey goes on forever. Number 20.
It should.
Forza Motorsport 6 for the Xbox One. Number 19, FIFA 16 Standard Edition for the PlayStation 4. Number 18, Just Dance 2016 for the Wii U. Getting all our Black Friday game sales here. People are doing pretty good. Don't see a lot of action figures on the list. Number 7, Star Wars Battlefront Standard Edition for the PlayStation 4. It only has 2.5 stars.
Wow.
Number 16, Star Wars Battlefront Standard Edition for the Xbox One. Also only has 2.5 stars, but it has a different number of reviews. The PlayStation 4 has 462, and the Xbox One has 241. Kind of gives you an idea of, how many people have PlayStations versus Xbox. It's about 2 to 1. Number 15, Halo 5 Guardians for the Xbox One. Number 14, Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Rated T11.
What the hell? Whoa.
Why are you fucking around, man?
Trying to make sure you can still hear me.
Uh-huh. Number 13, Super Mario Maker for the Nintendo Wii U. Number 12, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. As long as it wasn't like porn. Like all of a sudden you're just watching your porn while we're doing the show.
No,
I
pulled up the Twitch window and I hit mute, but I guess it didn't work, so I don't know.
Face starts getting red. It's like this vibrating noise.
Oh.
Especially if it's like really bad porn. Bunch of drug addicts.
Bunch of 70s porn, all washed out. That bad music.
Dude, it's still better than modern porn. All they do is fucking have to choke each other. Like, dude, I don't want to see your spit. Oh,
Interracial she-male gangbang porn.
midgets.
Midgets.
We rock.
We rock.
It's the Metal Allegiance LP, where a bunch of guest singers sang this song for Dio. From Dio. Number 11, Xbox One NBA 2K16. Number 10, PlayStation 4 500GB console, Star Wars Edition. Drink.
Not a game.
Number 9, Xbox One 1TB console, Holiday Edition.
Not a game.
Number 8, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for the PlayStation 4. Number 7, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for the Xbox 360. For some reason on the PlayStation 4 it has 3.5 stars. But on the Xbox 360 it has 2 stars. As people have extra hate for the 360 version
Probably.
of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 6, Assassin's Creed Syndicate for PlayStation 4. Number 5, Fallout 4 for the Xbox One. Number 4, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Standard Edition for the Xbox One. Number 3, PlayStation 4 Fallout 4. Number 2, Just Dance 2016 for the Wii.
Not a game.
Just the Wii. Arguably not a game. At number 2, over Fallout. Weird. People still using their Wii and still dancing in front of it. I don't know who you people are. Kids? Little kids?
We the people.
I don't go over a lot of people's houses that have little kids.
You go over anybody's houses. What are you
Maybe
talking
I go
about?
over to Cease's house and see if they're all dancing in
There,
front of
you're
the TV.
safe.
No, Cease ain't.
I just went over Anderson's house not that long ago. I was over Larry's
You
house.
sent a robot.
Yeah, and we were dancing over here.
Yeah. We were playing Cards Against Humanity anyway.
If you went over Donnie's house, and
Crabs
saw Donnie and
Against
Kevin
Humanity.
dancing together, it wouldn't surprise you. Come on.
Weird. There were a lot of disclaimers about that Cards Against Humanity because there was Crabs Against Humanity cards mixed in.
Yeah.
And so I saw no difference in the cards, but apparently
No, they're clearly cheap fucking Hong Kong knockoffs from fucking back alleys and shit.
yeah, it's got the dumbest name I've ever heard. Number 1, PlayStation 4 500GB console Uncharted Edition. Drink.
Not a game.
It's like for our top 20 drinking game. So let's catch up with everybody before everybody falls asleep. Brian, how was
Yep.
your week this week?
The same as ever, except that it was filled with Fallout 4 goodness, of running around and picking up litter and turning it into walls and turrets and food supplies and water supplies for a bunch of bums that won't lift a fucking finger to save themselves. Or weapons in which to kill them when you can't take their whining anymore. And I've learned that anything that you could possibly place in a creative place to try to create an environment which would keep these useless peasants safe, you won't be able to do it because whatever object you want to point you're putting a turret up on a wall, oh no, it won't be facing the right way because immediately you'll come up facing the wrong way. You would put a ladder up on the ceiling, the ladder will be facing the wrong way, and if you try to turn around, you're standing outside the zone and it shuts the thing down for you. You try to put up a roof, nothing works as far as that goes. But yeah, I'm still playing the shit out of it because I get to just run around and I've got a flamethrower. So, I mean, really, what's wrong?
So the rest doesn't even really matter.
Yeah, at all, you know, just wander into some nice. There was the one vault my brother and I were talking about earlier, which is a still active vault. You know, there's still people in there trying to live their lives, and they let me in, which was a huge fucking mistake because I said all the things they wanted to hear. Oh yeah, you see somebody comes in, you know, with fucking a crazy haircut, war paint, you know, and a bunch of Raider fucking armor on them, and
You can't kill all those people though. Some of them are
but
like
you can
quest
kill
people.
enough of them. They run
So
around
they
screaming.
get back up. That one guy gets up and just keeps shooting you. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
that's all right because you can walk away from them, but you have to wait till you get into the vault. If you do it outside the vault, you can't get into the vault. So you have to wait for them to accept you. You take the elevator down.
You
know.
know, like 3 power cells to get in that thing. Too.
You go down into the lower vault like as if someone had swallowed poison by mistake, slowly making its way down to where everything matters. And then there you are. And a little red-headed boy runs up to you and goes, "Hi." I did this. Would you? I can show you around the vault if you want to. You're from outside, aren't you? And I'm just like, "Fuck you, kid."
So not right.
Nothing really happened. He ran away screaming, but it was worth the fucking look. It was a Kodak moment. I don't think anybody ever. I'm sure people have shot him. I'm sure maybe somebody just said mean things, but I think I'm the first person in Fallout 4 history to pull out the flamethrowers. It's like, fuck you. I'm like, and I've merely just begun. Thanks for letting me in, everybody. I appreciate it.
Meanwhile, he was all about to give you some sort of crazy side quest. Hi, mister, would you help me find my dog?
I already did his side quest. That's why I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, this is with my one character that was the bad character, which has like pretty much has anything but a blinking sign that says, "Kill me," you know. 'Cause I'm not the person you let into your home. Like, oh, thanks for these trinkets. Yeah, sure. Come into our completely secure area. Oh no, you're not gonna. We don't have to search you. No, that's fine. We're just gonna check you for radiation sickness. Nah, don't worry about the flamethrower and the Tommy gun. Nah, you're fine. Come on in. Are those really fucking plasma grenades? Wow, we don't see those very often. You're about to. I pitched my entire arsenal into that fucking place. I finally got killed because I fucking accidentally blew myself up. Because you know, there's just too much explosive shit around me. But it was. I want to tell you, man, you want to talk about a game where you just don't feel any anger whatsoever when you go outside and deal with people. You're like, hey, how are you? Other than that, I played the app game called Freeblade, which is, funnily enough, free on the iPad, which is Warhammer 40,000, of course. And you get to play an Imperial Knight, which is basically Mech Warrior. Pretty decent graphics. And they did also finally release on Steam the completed, I assume, version of Mordheim, which is a tactical, not to be confused with Vermintide, but pretty much is a tactical squad, turn-based, you know, kill fest. I guess you could fight other people, or you could fight the computer. The computer, even, you know, it will fuck you up if you don't get some sort of tactics down. The graphics in that game are pretty good too. But other than that, man, yeah, I got my phone, haven't even had it turned on yet because of the holiday season. I ate too much turkey.
Eat too much.
Yeah, and I got my phone up, you know, and I was off to work. I had to work Friday, and which was odd because I expected it to be hell on earth because most people on Black Friday are just completely out of their minds. And they were all in the stores. It was glorious. The highways were empty by the time I was out there, and they seemed to stay that way. My route, it was like, wow, this is great. There's nobody out here. Made all my deliveries on time, got to the hotel, spent the night, you know, woke up Saturday fucking morning and drove back, and it was like nobody. It was great. I'm like, I'm just going to enjoy this because I know it's not going to last. Now there's some really sad girl.
I know, she just got all loud. Just
really depressed me. Hello. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. So.
Okay, Don, how was your week?
Eh,
No flamethrower for you.
that's it. No. Just usual. Thanksgiving, went to my cousin's out in East Lake, didn't bother Brian.
Mm.
And went to, Sophie wanted to know what the whole Black Friday thing was all about, like the whole store's opening on Thanksgiving. So I said, all right, we'll go to Walmart. And that was Thursday night, you know, obviously Thanksgiving night. So we walked in there. It kind of was easier for us because we weren't looking to buy anything because, you know, I don't have any money. So
You went to Black Friday with
Window shopping at Walmart.
Yeah.
it was just to go see what everybody was doing. You know what I mean? Just to go see. She was like, "What is it? Why is everybody saying it's crazy?" And I was like, "Well, come on, we'll go look and I'll go show you how crazy."
Yeah.
And we walked up to the door at Walmart, and the guy goes, "This is the exit. You need to go down there to enter." I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! Like, I walked all the way over here from this big, huge parking lot, and you could have had just sign. I mean, you could have just put up a big sign that said "exit only," and I would have gone to the other side. But no, I gotta walk all the way over there. So I walk all the way to the other side. So he was like, "I gotta go to the bathroom." I was like, "That's cool." There's a bathroom up front. We walk in the door, go to turn right, go towards the bathroom. They got it blockaded off. They're like, "No, nobody's allowed to come through here.
No poop.
No one comes through here." What? That's crazy. And they're like, "You need to go that way." And there was like sheriff's deputies there. There's fucking extra security. There's all kinds of people standing around, and basically they were herding everybody through the store. Like, you can't go this way. You need to go this way. And people were like, "Yeah, I want to go over there." Nope, you go that way. You need to go this way. People were blocking off aisles and shit. They were like, "Nope, move along." It got to the point where it was just like,
Yeah.
All right, we got to go. And I got Sophie to the bathroom in the back. She went in the bathroom and stuff. Everybody's walking around with carts full of shit. And I was like, all right, we're out of here. So we start walking. And I go like walking down towards the front of the store, and then all of a sudden it's blocked off. I'm like, ah, shit! I got to turn around. I got to go around this other way. And that's blocked off. I'm like, fuck! I turn around, come around another way, and block. I finally grabbed one of the employees. I was like, hey, listen, how the hell do you get out of this place? And she looks at me and she goes, are you buying anything? And I go, no. I go, I just want to go. I got to get out of here. She's like, oh, you got to walk all the way around, go past the lines, come up through the front, and go out through the door. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So we left. But that was it. She got her experience. I was like, what do you think about that? She was like, yeah, that was pretty fucking stupid. I had an old lady, like, run into me. That's how much
run into you.
I love my daughter. This old lady just, like, put her shoulder down, was like, ran right into me. She was shorter than me, way older than me. She looked brittle. She, like, rams into me. And I'm like, what the hell? And Sophie's behind me. She turns around and rams into her. She puts her elbow into her, like, hey, get off my dad.
Nice.
So I'm like, well, there you go. Now you really know what it's like.
That's why people do it. It's an old person mosh pit.
Yeah.
All you have to do is take any one of those scenes from Black Friday. And Christ, I did watch, when I got to the hotel, that's all I sat there and did. I just watched Black Friday fucking shopping massacre.
Right.
And you play Slayer in the background the entire time. Like, yeah, that's it. It's just people being really fucking stupid.
Right.
And thank God for The Onion and their constant, 400 or 800 people died.
Worst Black Friday accident ever.
Yeah, those are great, man.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And then the weekend was, I'm not sad about the Browns loss because they haven't played yet. So.
Well, who thought they'd win?
I mean, but still, I got to be sad about their loss. I didn't think they were going to win. It's just you got to wait till they lose before you're like, oh.
Okay, Larry, how was your week?
Every single thing in my life sucks. I want it to be over.
And that was it.
I think I'm just going to kill myself, so if I'm not here next week, you know what. So let's see.
It's very, very upbeat this week for Larry.
Yeah. So I missed 3 weeks of volleyball with my grievous finger injury, which we discussed. This past week, though, is the playoffs, so I was like, well, I got to play through the playoffs. So my mangled, broken, shattered finger and I went and played some volleyball Monday.
Did you end up in the hospital because your hand was fucked up?
I really should, because it's just terrible right now. Like my nurse friend was looking at it, and she's like, you need to go to a hospital with that. And I was like, Doctor's just going to look at me and say, yeah, it's broke.
It's probably
right.
poisonous if you actually touch people. They just...
You should take some ibuprofen and put a splint on it, which I'm already doing, so there's really no point. There's nothing they can do. I'm about ready to just let them go like Leon Lett and just chop the friggin' thing off. It's just a pinky. It's not like I use it that much. Wednesday, after work, a bunch of us from work went out for our one friend's birthday. Had like a little, birthday at the Brew Garden. So that was fun. Then Thanksgiving went, and also with my broken, shattered, mangled remnant of a finger, went and played some football because it was Thanksgiving, and that was a far worse idea than playing the volleyball, because that just hurt bad, really bad. And like, because I'm like 100, football always hurts anyway at this point. But yeah, I took a couple shots to the hand, and it just sucked awful. Then went to picked up my younger daughter, because my older daughter still isn't speaking to me because I'm a terrible person. Went to my cousin's for Thanksgiving. Then dropped her off with her mother. Came home. And other than that, all I've been doing all week is working. And I've been getting more into the Lord of the Rings, because I had like a little lull in my Lord of the Rings online activities. But
rated T2M.
How are you doing?
That wasn't me. But like many people who are failures in life, I find it comforting to escape to a fantasy world where I can be, more successful and amount to something. And I was really happy because we've talked about switching to the new server, and I had been invited to join this one kin, and I wasn't sure if I was going to. And then another one of the kins that relocated from my old server, I used to do a lot of runs with them, and I always loved when they were putting runs together because every guy in the kinship was like really good. They were like one of those really good kins where everybody knows what they're doing, just top-notch dudes. And one guy was like, "Hey, Larry, you should join us." And I was like, "Oh my God, I just got invited to join the Guardians of the Lost Light. Hell yeah, sign me up." And we went on our first big raid night, and I got fucking one-shotted as soon as we got to the boss.
Damn. They needed to meet you.
Awesome.
Like, we went through the whole prep, and like we were doing really well, although we were doing a full 12-man raid, so the lag was just ungodly. We get to the big boss, we do all our, everybody buffs, we do the scrolls, we pop hope tokens, we go, and it's the final battle. It's these 5 bosses, and like 4 of them, you have to kill them to get to the other guy, and as you kill each one, he takes their power. So we get to the final boss, and it's like, okay, let's do this, and they're just wham, and I'm dead. And I was like, what the hell just
That's
happened?
embarrassing.
Because I was like literally standing next to the healer. I'm like, what the fuck happened? So I look back through the combat log. Dude dropped something like 195,000 points of damage on me.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I was like, what? I was like, you know what? I don't even feel bad about that one.
Where was that in Lord of the Rings? I mean.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even feel bad about dying there. So they rezzed me. I was like, okay, thanks. And nobody said anything because that one was completely retarded. So I was like, okay, so let's do this. And I'm going, and I'm very, bam, he kills me again. And I was like, I'm going to hang back on these tier 2 challenge raids until I up my gear a little bit, guys, because that time he only dropped like 18,000 points of damage on me, and it still wiped me out. So, so right now I'm working on upping my gear a little bit, and did some other good runs. So that's what I've been doing with my life. I've been trying to escape it on the interwebs. Oh, and as an added bonus, my email was getting blown up because it appears that somebody spoofed my email address, because it doesn't look like I got hacked and it's coming from me, but I kept getting all the could not, deliver bullshit back to me. And I think what happened now is my ISP, because they were getting flooded, just went ahead and terminated my email account without telling me about it, because now I can't log into it.
Do they have customer service? Can you call them?
Their website sucks balls. I could not find a contact anywhere. Now, this is one that I was considering changing anyway, because it's one I piggybacked off of my parents' ISP when I was living down there. And I don't live there anymore. They're going to be moving next year and probably closing that out, so I was planning on migrating away from it anyhow. It just sucks because, I was expecting to do it today. Fortunately, I do have like 4 other email addresses, so I can function.
Okay. I made a big turkey and played Fallout 4. That was what I did. Fallout 4, 50% of the time, just in the inventory screen. Sorting the inventory. What I have to do.
Truth.
Just trying to either that or pressing the X button and letting it go while it walks by itself to a destination, because I have to walk really slow because I have too much stuff. And I don't want to drop any of the stuff that I have because I worked hard for it, damn it. So, yeah, Fallout 4. Haven't finished it yet, though. I don't know how long the game is. I've got about 40 hours into it now.
That you just started.
It's hard to say. I've been doing a lot of side
Oh, you got
quests.
another 250 to go. I was like, what?
Getting all the way. But at this point, though, I'm really powerful. Like, I can just put the smack down on just about everything. I mean, I've got, a crap ton of mini nukes that do like 1,000 damage each. And so it's like nothing can stand up to me. I don't know what... I'm sure there's some big boss monster at the end that's really tough, but he's going to be eating nuclear fire pretty quickly. So I don't know. I don't know what else there could be other than just walking. A lot of walking. It's like the Lord of the Rings of video games. You're just walking on a quest, constantly going from A to B. It's yeah. That's the problem with a lot of these Bethesda games. It's the problem I have with Skyrim too. It's just that I become so ridiculously powerful, and the quest isn't over, and all these other side quests just seem like a waste of time because it's like they're like go in the dungeon and get this thing, and you're just exterminating everything that comes at you instantly. I got this giant hammer in Skyrim, and I'm just like just destroying one shot everything that comes at me, and I'm like, this is just a waste of time. I just want to run through this and run past. I don't care about treasure anymore.
Yeah, you just want to kill shit.
I just want to get to the end, and you fight those like black wraith guys that come up, and they do that.
The priests.
They do that sneeze, or like "wachoo" or whatever, and they try to hit you, and you just totally just clobber them with like 3 hits. It's like just out of it.
It's true.
It's true.
That's fucking funny. Oh shit! Sorry.
I know they're supposed to be tough, and once in a while you'll run into some weird thing that's like flying that you can't hit, and you got to use like an arrow or something, and that guy's suddenly tough. But yeah, I don't know. In Fallout so far, it's been. I'm not saying that like I'm invulnerable because, like Brian mentioned earlier, you can just do something dumb where you blow yourself up.
Oh yeah.
And, you're like just. I don't know. There's just things that just explode in that game if you get too close, and they're not red barrels, so can really fuck you. Okay, let's do some news. Oh, I wanted to mention. So I ordered the USB sticks for the early years and Midwest Wasteland and the Don Cease years. And I have all those shows organized thanks to a user, Leon, who went through some pretty great pains to put together the entire VGN collection. Some of the Midwest Wastelands, like he asked me about them, and there were like 2 shows that were really difficult to get, and the only place we were able to isolate them was off of like a Ustream or a Blog Talk. They haven't been on discs or anything, so it was cool that he managed to acquire all of these things. So that's great. So I dropped $500 on the USB sticks, and if you have not gotten the first one and you think you are due the first one, which is the greatest hits, it's the Black Skull one that was sent out to everybody that tiered up on Patreon over $50. Send me an email, send to whatever you want at videogamenews.com, and let me know what your email was on Patreon, and I will look you up and see if you qualify, and if you already got it or didn't get it or whatever, and I'll send it to you right away. The other ones, as long as you're a current donator, even if you're donating just 25 cents, Patreon gives me a list, and it says, this is this person's email, and this is how much they've donated over time. So I can see all of those people. If you're not currently donating, but you did in the past, I need you to, like, donate again, or you just forfeit getting the USB stick just because I don't get that list, and so it's just a problem. There's a donation on there for $0.25, though. So it's, if you're totally poor, $0.25's not too bad. That way I get you on the list. And yeah, then otherwise I'll probably send you an email off of that Patreon email list at some point to ask you what your mailing address is. So, because Patreon doesn't provide me with that. And then I will send off your stuff as soon as I get them in. So very soon, everybody gonna get their stuff. So, okay, let's do the news. Patreon.com/VGN. And I'm not telling you what the USB sticks are. Like, they're going to be a surprise. They're pretty cool. They weren't cheap. Like I said, I dropped $1,000 on buying sticks for all of the people that qualify. So they're nice sticks. I don't know what you're going to do with them other than immediately erase VGN, put your porn collection on it.
Right.
But, somebody's going to steal it from you. Okay. Let's see. Larry, here's a reason to keep living. There will be a third Gremlins movie.
Woo!
And according to its star, Zach Galligan, it won't be a reboot or a remake, but an actual sequel. Speaking to a thrilled audience during a recent screening of the '84 original at London's Prince Charles Cinema, Galligan said, it's just what he said a minute ago. Never mind.
What?
He was going to repeat what he just said earlier. Like, I hate when they write articles like this.
Right.
Like he's just repeating it. Anyway, the star was adamant that the Chris Columbus penned classic would never be remade if he had anything to do with it. Chris Columbus has come out and said that the film is very near and dear to his heart, and as long as he is alive, it will never be remade.
Yay.
I don't think
He'll be dead soon.
I don't think you would be able to do it in a good way.
So here's $3 million. Just like have fun.
While a remake could prove to be a hit, it's unlikely to sit well with fans and to be unlikely to attract the new generation to buy into the wacky nature of the first and especially the sequel. So the only thing they will be and apparently are going to be doing is something along the lines like Jurassic World, where it'll be 30 years later.
Or Star Wars.
Well, let's be serious. Like, what can you really do with a Gremlins movie? You're going to get water on Gizmo, right? And then there's going
I
to be a
can't
bunch
remember
of
the
Gremlins,
second one.
and they're gonna create a bunch of
Second
havoc.
one was awful.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of havoc, and then they'll figure out a way to, get rid of the Gremlins, and then everything will be fine at the end. I don't know why you need to make any more.
Yeah, I mean, like, basically, if Saturday Night Live were going to do, like, a spoof of Gremlins, it would be Gremlins 2. Because Gremlins 2 was just retarded.
Yeah.
Critters. You got to watch the Critters.
Critters is great.
That was like the anti-Gremlins at the time.
Yeah. Love that movie.
Come out of the toilet and shit.
PC hardware manufacturer AMD recently released brand new drivers for their graphics cards called Crimson, which offered improved performance
Blood
in
red.
certain games, notably Counter-Strike Go. After a couple days, users are reporting bugs and glitches with the new drivers, with the major one killing numerous GPUs. Crimson drivers are supposedly limiting fan speed of the graphics cards, which are causing them to overheat and die before the user can realize it. Drivers are overriding user setting and setting fan speeds to just 20%, which is not suitable, especially while playing demanding games. I have an AMD card, and I just updated the drivers, so looking forward to the fire that's going to come out of my PC.
Could you set your camera up so that when it does, we get a picture of your face? We can look on it.
Just the lightning bolt that will shoot out.
Yeah.
Crackle boom! Kill me.
I thought you meant from you to the computer. Son of a bitch.
Me against the computer. We're both launching
Yeah.
lightning and sparks.
You're flying
at each other.
around with your cape, and neighbor's like, "What the hell's he doing over there?" I was probably fixing the lights.
An X-Men Sentinel. It starts attracting all the metal pieces and building itself into a robot.
Yeah.
Stop it, damn you! So we got a bad 80s movie right there. Steam Top 10.
Fuck that. It would have been great.
Number 10, Sid Meier's Civilization 5, the complete edition. Honestly, who is still playing and purchasing the Civilization game? It's been around since I had an Amiga, back in the dad's old apartment. I mean, what is so gripping about Civilization? It's the same game all the time. You start with that little town, and you
Chop down some trees.
meet some other people. Some want to fight you, some don't. You give some guy something. He's your friend for like a minute till he decides to declare war on you.
Yeah.
It's the same game. What are you going to do next? I guess I'm going to build the pyramids so I have advanced knowledge. Like, it makes no sense. You're building all these architectural landmarks. I guess I'll build this nuclear reactor so I can have nuclear missiles. And eventually you win the game by irradiating the Earth.
Yes.
Number 9. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Legendary. I guess. Number 8, Ark Survival Evolved. Number 7, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 6, Rocket League. Number 5, Elite Dangerous. I just bought that because it was $15. That's one of those games, though, that you can just spend the rest of your life, like, just flying around in empty space. Like, I think I'm going to carry a load of supplies from Alpha Centauri to Regulus 3, and I'm going to do that for the next 7 weeks so I can earn enough to get a heavier freighter craft that I can fly, because that'll give me more storage space. Oh, really? That's what Elite's all about. That's why I bought it, because I plan to just do that and let everything else in my life fall apart. No. I don't know. Number 4, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Number 3, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5. And number 1, Fallout 4. PlayStation 4 Remote Play for PC and Mac are currently in the works, even though you can currently get a hack that lets you do it without Sony's permission. Apparently Sony is going to put people on it now to create their own version of it, so you can
Anti-hack.
basically plug in your PlayStation controller and play your PlayStation 4 games over your network to your computer, which no one's going to really want to do. Like, you know, who's going to go from the comfort of their couch in front of the big giant TV and then go like, I think I'll go upstairs and play this on my computer instead of playing computer games? Makes no sense. It's just absolutely asinine. But people, you know, they like to do it because it's a hack. They do it for free. They're like, look what I can do. I can play PlayStation on my PC. And other people go, huh, yeah, that's pretty cool. And that's it. That's all that's ever going to happen. They're never going to do it again. It's just, you know, they got that acknowledgement that they're smart, and they just leave it alone. Everybody else goes back to playing it on the TV. A 30-year-old man accused of piracy
Arr.
has had to make a solemn confession mini-movie to avoid being sued. The video is bleak at the start, reminiscent of a hostage video or one of those confessions you might have read about in 1984. It is earnest and perhaps a bit scary, but a storyline soon develops. It is not in the English language, which makes the message slightly hard to understand, but ultimately it warns that you do not want to become pirating anything. It appears to be a short, rags to riches story of a man who enjoyed piracy,
Ragheads to riches.
then met the police, and was sad. Tom Hanks might try for a U.S. remake. I thought I was not doing anything wrong. I thought that it does not hurt the big companies. I did not do it for money. I did it for fun, says our star, known only as Jacob F., on a special website set up in his dishonor. I was convinced that I was too small a fish to make someone grab me. Well, they finally got me. The BBC reported that the star of the mini-feature has been bailed in a case that involved parties as weighty as Microsoft, HBO Europe, Sony Music, and 20th Century Fox, all of which claim to be out of pocket. Microsoft alone claimed a loss of €148,000. He has also been thrown into the spotlight, and the video has been posted on YouTube. It is reportedly called The Story of My Piracy. But that is not the result we got from the Google Translate. The BBC said that a Czech Republic court sided with the wounded parties and sympathized with the economic state of the perpetrator. The court came up with a novel solution, which is where we find ourselves now. Jacob F. is required to hit a target of 200,000 hits on the video to avoid a huge fine that he apparently cannot pay. So far, the view count is over half the target amount. There you go. So if you want to help this guy out and watch a video that's not in the English language about why piracy is bad, because some guy in the Czech Republic got caught, that's got to be almost impossible to get caught in the Czech Republic, too. Like, that's got to be the most unlucky guy in the Czech Republic. Of all the things to get busted for there, you got that. That's unbelievable. So, great. Now they're getting creative with their piracy, anti-piracy stuff. I don't know. I guess. Okay. At least their court was sympathetic. And in the United States, you're just fucking screwed. You're just screwed. I don't even know if you would go to court. You just get a bill in the mail, I think. It basically just says, you owe us $148,000. And we all just look at it and go, yeah, not paying that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. The good thing in this country is that we no longer actually require people to pay their bills anyhow. So
Yeah, we have to pay ours. Nobody else that comes here does.
Yeah, it's some guy's gonna come at night and take my car or something. But, all right. It's not like I can't pay the bill. What am I gonna do? You're like, okay,
You just sue them.
The bill bot's gonna come. Like, where are you going?
Sue them, and you're like, I can't do my livelihood now. They're taking my livelihood, so because of that, you owe me money.
My brother and I have this sketch called The Bill Bot, where we talk about how in the future a robot will just follow you around and make sure that you don't have any excessive spending.
Yeah, it just comes right in your house and it's really loud.
You go to McDonald's or something.
You can't punch it. It's all steel. Like, dude, get out!
What are you doing? I'm gonna buy some French fries. No. Come on. No.
You must live long enough to pay your bill.
I'm doing it. And he just takes the money out of your hand. Fuck.
It grabs your hand. They're like one of those. It looks like a pincer. It just looks. You're like, let go. That thing looks totally stupid, but you can't fight it because it's a machine. You people are sitting at the drive-thru like, dude, what the hell's that? What is that? It's a bill bot, man. Oh, fuck, man.
You got one of those.
My uncle had one, dude. Just forget about it. Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it, man. A bigger one shows up later. Bill bot replacements. It's got missiles, dude. What? It's got missiles. If you
it just starts taking your shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, where's the
breaks your
TV?
car apart in front of you and starts selling the parts on eBay.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's just like boxing stuff up instantly. Puts your TV in there. What the fuck? You must pay. Let's see. Here's our games coming out this week. Monday. Multi-platform, we have Darius Burst, Chronicle Saviors, and Handball 16.
Oh, that sounds great.
I hope it stands for 2016, because I can't imagine there's 16 versions of Handball.
Well, if you start with the original Pong version.
Yeah, that's true. What was that called? The iJolly or something? Or
Highlight.
Highlight.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can remember it as a kid. I can't remember how to say it as a kid. Floated with me all this time.
That's not with your hand, though. That's with that big giant scoop thing.
Well, on the Pong systems, there was like a mode. There was like tennis and...
Yeah, there was
I don't even remember that.
They called it handball, and then they had highlight, and then they
yeah.
had hockey or something like that, or some kind of,
Yeah. It was all this variations of the same shit.
Right.
But I think highlight was just like you against the wall. It was dumb. Let's see. Tuesday, multi-platform. Just Cause 3. Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends, the video game.
What?
Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends, the video game.
Too bad that didn't come out before Black Friday.
Not N-A-U-T.
Because then you're not going to get it.
Planet Diver.
Brian's cousin.
Some of these names are just weird. There's like a guy in a diving board in orbit. He's like, I'm diving into the planet. Just you got to do moves and shit for like an hour. Like
you wouldn't make me be all hot. Yeah, I'm hot, burning hot.
Burns up in the atmosphere. And Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six
Go through a
Siege.
fucking 747's wing by mistake. You're like, oh, dude, sorry.
I've been watching that air
that's
disaster.
like that game, or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Where all you
yeah,
do
you're
is fall and try to bounce off as many walls as you can before you hit the ground.
right. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've been watching that Air Disasters TV show, and what I've learned is
You
that
don't want to fly.
most accidents are because the pilots are idiots.
They freak out.
It's less about failure due to weather or mechanical problems. It's more to do with, like, one plane, the guy didn't put the flaps down, like, so he couldn't take off. And then, like, another plane, like, the traffic control person forgot that there was a plane on a runway, and a plane, like, landed on top of the other plane. You know.
Like the pilot didn't notice that? Like, huh.
Well, they
That's
couldn't.
not
They actually did this whole thing. Like, they couldn't see the plane because of the lights. It was nighttime, and the lights at the time matched the lights on the runway. It was really fucked up. And,
Is that the one with what's her face from the X-Files who hosted the one?
No,
She
no,
did this
there's no host.
one where like they had like the black box and like, well, let's listen to the black box, and they weren't English speaking, but all of a sudden I guess the pilot forgot to raise the landing gear, and I guess it might have been South America, there's a lot of mountains, and all of a sudden instead of trying to raise the landing gear, all you hear is the pilot just start screaming, and of course in the background you hear everybody else start screaming, and then of course the plane crashed, everybody died, you know. But I'm like thinking, man, what did Huska say? Hey, get the fuck back in the cockpit.
Yeah. Exactly. There's one guy was turning. He had to fly to this airport. He had to fly around the airport, and he did his math calculations. Like, I guess they do it on like a piece of toilet paper in the cockpit, and he didn't do them right. And he ended up like landing on a mountain. Well, landing is a stretch. He crashed on a mountain and died. And I'm just like, that's great. I feel filled with confidence now.
Yeah, bleed.
In a way, I used to just think that the plane would just completely fail at some point. Like, they would just be flying along, and they'd be like, wait a minute, I don't have any elevator control. What the hell just happened? Like some chain broke, like a car or something. Ping! But no, it's just people. There's two guys in the cockpit, and a lot of the time, they're both totally idiots, which is really reassuring. Like that plane crash that happened in Buffalo with all that ice on the wing. That was great. The girl even looked out the window and said, she said something like, I don't think I've ever seen so much ice on a wing before. Oh my God, you dummies.
Don't worry about it, honey. We're fine.
Yeah. It's like, it's just, somebody else kind of knew that his plane had too much ice on the wing, but he couldn't. They couldn't de-ice it because his engines were already running, and he couldn't shut the plane engines off because that would require another plane to arrive to jumpstart his engines because the airport didn't have the feature to turn on the engines to his plane. So rather than doing that, he decides that fuck it, he's going to try and take off anyway and crash and kills everybody. It's really eye-opening, like how. So if I ever had to get on a plane again, I'd probably like want to interrogate the pilots a little bit. Is the guys paying attention? And don't fly in winter. Don't fly if you're like even the least bit worried about it. That's the wrong time to fly.
Yeah.
Because ice is a problem. People spinning off the runway, and you know.
Okay, well,
Lots of slamming into buildings and things. It's not good.
I feel much better knowing that Cindy and the kids will be flying home this week.
Well,
it's not really winter, so
yeah, it's I don't know. I think on American commuter flights, it's totally safe at this point. Like there hasn't been like a major accident since that Buffalo crash. But if you're flying overseas, fuck, man, you're on your own. Whole planes just disappear. They don't know where they went, apparently. Which is kind of ridiculous.
That's still amazing.
Modern day, and they just
Yeah.
disappear altogether. So, no, I don't know.
I swear it was there a minute ago.
It's gone.
I was totally like, watching it, and
So did you guys watch the game last night? It's like, dude, where the fuck did the plane go?
I told you, I don't know. I mean, there's no point worrying about it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone.
He was supposed to go this way. He went left.
Would you think I was going to get out and fucking, like, find it for you?
Yeah.
No.
Don't be a baby.
It's gone.
Look, I said I was watching it. Now it's gone. What do you want me to do? Just drop it, okay?
Yeah.
Very reassuring to get out one of those flights. Okay, Wednesday for
Even worse if you were on the airplane, you know? You're like, wait a minute. Where the fuck are we? Dude, we're over the ocean. It all looks the same.
you start seeing icebergs. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah,
You
more
start seeing
importantly-
icebergs.
We're going to California, right? Yeah. That's an iceberg, isn't it?
I don't think this is
We were flying from Cleveland to Vegas. Why am I looking out at the ocean? What's going on right there?
This isn't going to fucking end well, is it?
Yeah, or that guy that flew into that mountain because he was depressed and he locked the other pilot out. That just
Oh my
happened
God.
too.
If you're sitting there and you're listening to the fucking other pounding on the fucking door.
Yeah. Well, because the plane had dragged over the top
Oh
of
my
one mountain
God.
before it
Imagine-
slammed into the other mountain.
Yeah.
That would be reassuring. Oh my God.
That would be awesome. You're sitting there enjoying your flight. You see the co-pilot frantically banging on the door. You're like, oh shit!
Open the door.
Don't let me in. What the fuck are you doing?
We have a lot to live for, man. Don't do this. You would just be sitting there. You would just look at the person next to you. You would just shrug. You just want to start looking for it and start going, ah! Why not? Why not? Why fucking worry
200
about it?
people
You know?
all just bum rush the door, banging on it.
You know, you bum rush the door, bounce off of it because it's decided to withstand missile impact. You know.
And start sticking those little shitty pillows in front of me.
The blanket. You wrap yourself up in the fucking so you can burn faster towards the ground.
I'd start grabbing children from the flight and wrapping them around myself.
That would be fucked up. You'd be like, can I get another drink?
Yeah.
Apparently this isn't going to end well.
You might just have to get up and get your own because I don't think they're gonna help.
Yeah, sir, you only have 3 drinks on this flight. I don't think you guys are gonna need it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to stay stocked
You
up.
have to worry about it in the reporting you because the fucking the guy the flight marshal or whatever the fuck it is pulls his gun out and shoots the door and the bullet bounces up and hits him in the head, you know, or kills the pilot. It's like there's no way to fly a plane except the lunatic behind the stick. You're like, oh, god damn it!
So fucked up.
You just don't want to wake up and hear people screaming when you're fucking flying anywhere, and the fucking you already heard the engines start to do that. You're like, oh, god damn it!
You're taking a nap, you wake up, the guy next to you is jerking off. You're like, what's going on? We're dying! We're gonna die! You're like, wait, what?
People
Yeah,
start
pushing the
screaming.
stewardess button.
Yeah. Dude, nobody's coming. Just forget it. All
It's
right.
fucked up. Like they couldn't come up with like a combination lock type of thing for the door. They had to
I'm
make
sure
it so
the co-pilot had it, so
the
he probably
pilot
wedged the fucking
could
door
lock
shut.
out the other guy completely. It's just asinine. Like,
Excuse me, stewardess, why is the pilot trying to get back up front? Well, don't worry, there's someone else flying the plane. Oh, okay.
yeah, why did we just drag the bottom of this plane across a mountaintop? Oh my god! All right, PC. Cayman Rider Ghost.
Be fucked up, man. You're half awake. You look. All of a sudden, you hear this. What's that noise? That's funny. That just reminds me when I was out in my car
that goes
winter.
by your window.
You're like, I just saw a goat.
See a bunch of fucking mountain climbers with these big eyes looking right through your fucking window.
I think it's fucking 20. There's a man out there.
missing man on the wing. Yeah, well, he wasn't there a second ago.
Don't worry, sir. They see you too.
Yeah, he gets blown off the mountain from the jet wash. Doing everything right on his first mountain climb.
30 feet from the peak of Everest. The culmination of a lifetime dream come true. He gets clipped by a fucking plane wing.
All you hear over the fucking speakers, I got him! I go, fuck you, Fred, I got you! No more pictures, no more of your adventures, I'm tired of it, fuck you! Oh my God.
The show's almost over. This is taking too long talking about the airplanes.
Crashing with killing people. Mine, that's the most entertaining shit.
An Ultra Hat Dimension. Thursday,
What?
yeah, for the 3DS is
Yeah.
It's hard because it's that cyan over. Dementium Remastered, and Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. And on Saturday for the Wii U is Yokai Watch Dance, Just Dance Special Edition. Okay, that's done. That's it for the news. We got one email, then we'll go. Comes from our friend Antonio. And he wrote into Leisure Suit Larry at VideoGameNews.com.
My dad was killed on Everest by a low-flying plane.
You guys are dicks.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Says, hello, Don and crew. Just want your thoughts on Fallout 4 from any hosts who've been playing it, meaning Brian and Kevin. Also, if Don could play one brand new recently released game, what would it be? Don?
Give me a minute. Talk about Fallout 4.
We already really kind of talked about it to death earlier. It's all right. I just think that, this is my personal opinion, I think it is a bit of a letdown that the game engine is exactly the same as Fallout 3. I think it is the Fallout 3 game engine. It has the same deficiencies that the Fallout 3 game engine had. And I kind of wish that it would have been a real, true, new game engine. It's kind of like how Grand Theft Auto, their game engines, then they have like those spin-offs of that same game engine, but whenever they have a new like main Grand Theft Auto, you get a whole new revamped engine. And here I don't think they did that. I mean, they may have improved it. Graphically, obviously, it looks great, but it has all of the same dumb deficiencies that the old one had, and that's kind of a drag. Load times are there, and they're horrible, and NPCs are really stupid still. The guys that join you are pretty stupid as well.
Yeah, they're dumb. They just talk nonsense shit.
Yeah. It just...
Why are you taking all that stuff? Because I want to make shit. That's why. Why you keep asking me,
But, I mean, the game's fun other than going through the endless inventory lists. And they have this whole, like, build your own town thing, which, is interesting. But I just wish it was a true upgrade, because then I just think it would have been better. That's all. But I'm enjoying it. Like I said, I've sunk 40 hours into it. So, Don?
Yeah, I sat back and I said to myself, I said, what new game would you like to play? And then I realized, I don't know what's coming out. I mean, even though you mention all the new games and stuff, there's nothing that gets me excited.
Okay,
So,
well, there you go.
Maybe the new wrestling game. How about that? The new WWE game.
WWE.
That's all I can think of, man. It's either that or it's going to be some kind of stupid fucking Madden or...
Did you hear ISIS wanted to blow up at a WWE event in Atlanta?
They said they were going to destroy the Survivor Series or whatever. But that's all right. The WWE already ruined it.
It's kind of
I
ridiculous.
don't think they understand the fans that go to those. Like, they wouldn't get within 10 feet of it without people just look, it's one of them. It's like,
P.S. Kevin,
I'm from
are you still going to be doing the fast food reviews for Patreon supporters? I would like for Larry to eat an entire jar of pickles. Kidding.
Oh, speaking of which,
Not really a fast food.
I got this, trying for different soft drinks and stuff to take with me on the road. I'm like, everything's always like a sweet drink. No, I did not buy, pickle juice or nothing like that. Just they had carbonated water that was cucumber flavored.
Yeah,
I'm like, I gotta try
That's-
this.
that's refreshing.
Oddly, it can be, but not in a way that makes you feel happy. It's sort of like, I don't know, I think I'm still thirsty. And I need to brush my teeth. Because, wow, it's, I didn't finish the whole 4-pack. It took me like almost 2 weeks I just remembered it. It was like 2 weeks just to get through like the first 3. I'm like, that's it, I can't drink this anymore. I don't know why they, what a bell pepper, it's like, that's just, it's just not something you just normally would think of. Just, yeah, delicious. That's great, Thank you.
It's like a bell pepper.
God, I was just like, who thought this was going to be good? So, anyway, just put that out there in case you guys were curious. Like, wow, look, it's cucumber. Oh, I wonder if Brian would drink something like
I'm all
this.
over that.
It's like
I tried
that
it.
Jones soda that does that turkey and mashed potatoes and stuff. I never had it, but
That just sounds like somebody just poured gravy into a fucking can and put some bubbles into it. Like, they'll drink anything, fuck it, You drink it, you're like, oh my god,
yeah, that's not good. I don't even know if The Walking Dead's on tonight.
Mid-season finale.
Is it the finale? I wasn't sure if it was going to be delayed because sometimes they do that with holiday weekends.
No.
Okay, well, that's it. I'm going to go watch that. VideoGameNews.com. That's it. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Hey, everybody.
See ya.